have a confession. I've been just keeping this a secret for so long, and I'm just ready to get it off my chest. I like I'm a homosexual. I am.
I've never actually said this to anyone, but I have body dysmorphia.
Oh my God.
And I know this is shocking information and you guys are all in disbelief right now. I know that. There was no signs that I, liked men. Y'all didn't know. So I know you guys need a minute to process this. But all I ask is that you don't judge me. Because I think it's really easy to judge people. Kind of like how we're gonna do today. Because today we're gonna be reading Reddit confessions. And if you guys know anything about Reddit, you would know that people confess some wild fucking shit, girl. I'm also gonna rank these confessions under 3 different categories, okay? Category 1 is gonna be, girl, I get it. This is something I would do. I totally understand where you're coming from, bitch. You do you. The second category is gonna be, okay. And okay means I would not personally do this. This is not an activity I would partake in, but I understand where you're coming from. And I know why you did it, okay? And then our last category is gonna be 1-800-693-2277, which is a number to my local therapist because whoever posted that confession, girl, they need help. Not only do they need help, they need to be in fucking jail. Okay, so the first one is I tried to poison my friend every day at lunch as a kid. His name was Larry and he had this bowl cut that I just absolutely despised even though it didn't bother me directly. I just hated it. So one day I was like, yeah, I'm gonna murder him. Okay, this man is talking about killing somebody in the 5th grade. The only thing I was killing in the 5th grade was those multiplication tests, bitch. You know what I'm talking about? The like 5 times 5, 10 times 2, 2 times, but he's talking about murdering his classmate. We would steal chalk from the teacher and dump it into Larry's Spider-Man water jug. It was a thermos, so it wasn't the transparent kind. We did this every day at lunch. We would do small amounts as to not make it obvious, and every day Larry would feel sick not knowing why. This is crazy! One day we decided to add more chalk, like a shit ton, and at lunch he was basically vomiting his guts out. Me and Nick were laughing our asses off, and Larry realized what was going on and snitched to the teacher, but me and Nick had a plan. There was this one really weird kid named Sean, and everyone knew that he liked mixing chalk into his water bottle. And Sean just so happens to sit beside Larry. So we blamed Sean and Sean got sent into the principal's office. After that, Sean got transferred into a different classroom and he was never allowed to leave room at lunch again. I get where he's coming from, not the murder part. Let me elaborate. He started this off by saying that he has really strong feelings about this man's haircut. And that's why he decided to kill him, which I sort of relate to. Again, not the murder part, girl. A little story time for you guys. I once had a situationship, okay? And this situationship was a good 6 months. I don't know why I let it go on that long, but we're gonna call this man Johnny. One day, after 6 months of talking, Johnny got a haircut. And then I never talked to him again because that's how fucking bad the haircut was. So Dude, it
was like this small. Because he like showed you.
So, I get having strong feelings over a haircut. They can bring up, emotions and feelings and anger. Not enough anger to make me want to kill somebody, but I'm actually gonna make a 4th category for this one because it is going below the therapist number. This one is gonna be a new number. It's gonna be 272-345-1287, which is the local landline number to my state prison because that's where he needs to go. Okay, moving on. I used to work at a very large corporate convenient gas station. I was working there around the age of 16 to 17 and I hated working there so badly. I loved to work, but the job was stressful and it got tiring. The managers were creeps and definitely held favoritism with their own, mostly when it came to race and family as well. Oh my God, girl, I just clicked on it because it had like the ... I thought it was gonna be a few more sentences and a whole MLA fucking essay just appeared on my screen. The main problem was that the customers were horrible, everyone has attitudes, would take their anger out on me, or even tried to fight me behind the computer. I'm not the type of person to back down, so unfortunately I would entertain the negative energy and even try to fight back. I was young, immature, and wasn't the type to ignore or allow disrespect. That is honestly why I could not work in a customer service like retail space, because if a customer like came up to me and let's say I was checking them out, okay, and they were like, ugh, you're going so slow, can you like check out a little fucking faster? I'd be like, oh yes, and while I'm doing that, you should check out the funeral home next door because I'm gonna kill you and you need a casket to bury yourself in. Girl, I would not put up with it. I absolutely would not put up with it. Eventually, due time, it did get to the point where I decided the money wasn't enough to stay, but instead of leaving, I got the idea to steal. So I came up with this plan. Being that I had access to the whole store, I was mainly in charge of being on register. So I had access to checking out the customers who wanted to purchase items. What I did was only possible with cash. So unfortunately, if a rude customer was paying card, I had no choice but to let them get away with it. Now, if a rude customer was paying cash, I would give them their change back just short. Then at the end of the shift, when when it was time for me to count the money for store totals, I would keep the money I took from customers and make sure everything added up and there wasn't too little or too much so that counts would match up. By the end of my shift, I had as much money as an average waitress could make through tips, at least $50 a day. Damn, girl, $50 a day? Honestly, I don't think this is that bad. If you were taking their money and they were fucking dumb enough to not realize that the money you were giving them back didn't match the amount of money they should have been getting back, then they're just stupid, babe. And honestly, get your money, get your coin, and I respect it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in, okay, because I probably wouldn't do it. Honestly, only because I'm not smart enough to do it. I took a picture of a girl at school and she probably knows. What I did is inexcusable. When I took the photo, I was walking by with my phone and at my side I took the photo, but the flash was on. I'm getting flashbacks, girl. The amount of times that I have tried to sneak a picture of somebody, and I don't know if this is good to admit, but girl, I've done it. You've done it, we've all fucking done it. Every now and then, I'll see a hot man and it's like, okay, I wanna take a photo. You know, I gotta send it to my best friend. I need to be like, girl, look at this fine ass fucking man I just saw. Wait, you guys, I just opened the comments on this post and it says this is a slippery slope to something illegal. Girl, what? Is taking photos of people illegal?
Hi. So you've never been here before?
Never been in jail before, and I'm really scared because I don't know who these people are. I told Melanie, the officer, and she told me not to call her Melanie, so I was like, I'm like scared. I don't want like these guys to like rape me, and I don't want to become like pregnant when I come out of jail.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before we begin, I just want to give a little outfit of the day. I honestly don't know. Sorry you guys, my cellmates are trying to kill each other right now.
Many months later.
It's been a while since we last spoke. I spent a few years in jail and I've really been able to learn and reflect on my actions and realize that they have consequences. And now I'm in a much better place. And to be honest with you guys, all I thought about for the last few years that I was in jail was how I didn't get to finish this video. And now that I'm finally out and I'm free, I can finish it for you guys. Okay, I'm devastated. My ex-husband is getting remarried. Okay, so we're gonna kill him.
What are you doing up there? I can't go back to jail!
The next one says, I think I'm bisexual. Girl, I'm bi too. By myself. I'm by myself. Anyways, they said, as a man over the years, I have watched some gay and had sexual fantasies of men, although I have only ever seen myself loving a woman. Does that count as bi? I've never done anything with a guy, but I feel like I'll have to keep this a secret to my future wife, girlfriend, because many women don't like bi guys. Girl, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something, man to motherfucking man. Come here close. Come here. You like dick. And it's okay. You know, a lot of people do. It's something that is very healing to the human body and the mind and the spirit. That being said, I would say that counts as being bisexual. I would. He also says, I feel like women don't like bi guys. I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like bi guys have more personality than a straight man. I've never had a good encounter with a straight man, I don't think. Sorry, just thinking about straight men kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies a little bit, so let's move on. Okay, the next one says, I used to J.O. to Abby Millard from the Chicken Little. Wait, I actually don't know who Abby Millard is. Okay, I'll be honest, I don't think I'm seeing what you see in her, and that's okay. Everybody has different types. You know, me and my best friend have very different types. I like cute men, and she likes, men who look like they just got out of jail. But I think that's the beauty in life, is that everybody, you know, finds beauty in different things. Actually, girl, now that I think about it, what in the fucking Shane Dawson is going on right now? You are jerking off to an animal? This is unacceptable. I'm sorry, this is just unacceptable. When I was 12, I loved the Chicken Little movie. I watched it so many times over and over, but one day I was watching Chicken Little and I saw Abby, and then I felt my C-O-C-K tingling, and I couldn't help it anymore. I pulled my pants down and then my underwear and began choking the hell out of it. I still do it to this day, and it's so fun and feels great. I missed the person I was about 10 seconds ago. This is information I did not want to know. I didn't want to hear. I didn't want to see. It's moments like these that I wish I was Helen Keller. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in 1-800-265-273-2.403. Girl, you need help. When I take a bath, I add a cup and a half of mustard because I love the smell so much. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Whenever I take my weekly baths, I always take a cup and a half. Bitch, he's got a whole recipe for it. He said not a cup, not a third of a cup, not a fourth of a cup, bitch, a half a cup. The smell brings me joy and happiness. I know it's a little strange, but I like it. I feel like you should try Dijon. The aroma would be a little more uplifting because it has some undertones of vanilla and spice that I think will really open up the nostrils and provide a relaxing experience for you. Not that I tried it or anything. This is definitely something. Okay, I don't think it's the worst thing ever, but I am a little perplexed. I'm gonna put this in okay. You know, he's not hurting anybody. He's not causing anybody pain, except for whoever has to clean the fucking bathtub after that. But I think if it's providing him joy and happiness, you go right ahead and put that mustard in your bag. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Make sure to like, subscribe, I don't know, whatever the fuck you wanna do. Do whatever you wanna do, I don't care. Love you, bye.